Hey everybody, I'm Luluco, and this is Wednesday on Geeks of the Week.
Geeks of the Week!
Lots to talk about, so let's get going. Mario, I love that you're so open to taking my anime recommendations and that you actually believe I have good taste in anime. Thank you for that. I really hope you'll check out Dur because it's a wonderfully quirky and intriguing series with awesome characters, and I think you will enjoy it. Not super sure if Love Live is really your thing, but considering out of the handful of people who recognized me in my Love Live costumes last weekend, most of them were dudes, so maybe you will enjoy Love Live. I don't know. Nikki, it looks like your experience at Oda Vegas was worthy of multiple chins excitement. I'm happy you got Anya done too, because you looked super adorable. Steph had a special guest on this week, her best friend Mel, also known as Wind of the Stars. It was nice seeing both of them on the show because they are actually pretty hilarious together, as I've been able to witness firsthand at Fanime a couple of years in a row. And last year I saw some things when the two of them got together. Actually, there was, you know what, the more I say, the worse it sounds. Let's just say I've seen some shit, and things that were awkward when you're not sure if you're actually friends with somebody or not. Anyway, good times. Also, Steph, you looked awesome in Lucky Chloe. You looked super adorable, but it's kind of hard not to look cute when you're you wearing cat ears and cat paws. Just kind of a winning combination. So I hope the haters didn't get you down too hard because you looked fucking awesome. Baby J. Sweet Baby J. Let me tell you a story. So not too long ago I entered a masquerade at a convention, and the host of this masquerade was not someone who sat down with each of the contestants and learned how to pronounce their names, or their characters' names, or even the name of the series the character is from. So when it came my time to take the stage, not only was my character's name butchered, but the host said I was cosplaying from Love Live. So please forgive me for poking fun at you for saying Love Live, because it's kind of become an inside joke in my household, so love you. Also, I'm so happy you're watching Log Horizon and enjoying it, and I also decided that you are me and my boyfriend's long-lost son. No, you don't get a say in this. So as I mentioned last weekend was the second con in my 6-week winter con gauntlet, and that was TaiyouCon here in Arizona. It was very busy for me because I was a guest liaison for Charlene, a friend of mine who works for Viz Media, and she's been a guest at TaiyouCon every year since it started, and that's kind of how we met. So to be her guest liaison was a lot of fun. The con as a whole was disorganized, but hanging out with Charlene is a total blast because I'm pretty sure she's the most hilarious person on the planet. The highlight, of course, was the concert. Now, I don't really go to concerts at conventions because I don't listen to a lot of Japanese music, so when people bring musical guests over, I'm usually not that interested. But this was a very special concert because it was the first Persona concert in the United States. Now, if you've watched Geeks of the Week for a while, followed me on my cosplay shit, you know that I love Persona 3 and 4 a lot. And so for this to happen in the States was a really big deal because Persona concerts in Japan are these huge events, like they're at enormous stadiums and you have to enter a lottery just to get a ticket. But here in backwoods Arizona, we held the very first American Persona concert with only about 300 people total in the audience. So not only was it easy to get into, but it was also really intimate and awesome. Oh, and did I mention I got to sit in the front row? Oh yeah, that happened. It was a once-in-a-lifetime event, and I still can't totally believe that it even happened because it was so special and something I will really treasure forever. So if you guys are interested, I posted some photos and videos from the concert up on my Instagram, if that sort of thing is your jam. I made a rhyme. Before I go, I want to finally give my thoughts on Agent Carter, which I was able to catch up on over the past couple of days. I really am enjoying it so far, like, way more than I've enjoyed the entirety of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., like, combined. As much as I enjoy ladies who are crude and badass, I also appreciate what Nikki mentioned, that Peggy is able to stand up for herself and be strong in a classier way while still being a total badass in her own right. I also really like Jarvis as a sidekick, not just because he's kind of adorable and because how cool it is to have Jarvis as a flesh and blood character, but I like that with him as a sidekick, there's definitely a gender reversal thing going on, because, you know, instead of the badass hero being a man, she's a woman, and the more timid sidekick is a guy. So it's not a unique trope by any means, but it is entertaining and their chemistry really works. My only complaint is that despite having Peggy as the title character and having the show centered around a female character, the show is a real sausage fest. Slight spoiler here, but Peggy's closest female companion dies early on, though the most recent episode did hint that she might have a new lady friend, but it's impossible to say at this point how prominent a character she'll actually be. I do get that it is a period show, and part of Peggy's struggle and part of her character is that she is the only woman in her department, and there's this sort of very Mad Men-esque type of thing going on with how she deals with office politics and things like that. But it would be nice if the writers could find a way to diversify the cast a little more, but overall, like I said, really enjoyable. If you're not watching Agent Carter and you're a Marvel fan, you really should be. So far, I'm gonna say way better than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. At least I'm enjoying it a lot more. So that's all for me this week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Watch everybody else this week. Watch me slowly descend into madness over the next 3 weeks as I prepare for TaiyouCon. And I will see you guys next week. Also, I'm so happy you're watching Log Horizon and enjoying it. And I also decided that you are poop. You're not poop. Sorry. 1, 2, 3,